Hi there and welcome to the channel of A Disappointed Man with me, Jason Kennedy, the Disappointed Man. And it is Tuesday, so that means tags. Unfortunately, I've been too ill recovering from COVID to do any tag videos for a month because they are rather demanding on the brain, but I feel recovered sufficiently today to give it another try. So I'm going to attempt the numbers tag. It was created by Jim from Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. And actually, Jim is one of my subscribers. He's a great guy. He's over there in Georgia. And if you're watching this, Jim, hi from Taiwan. Okay, there are 10 prompts. So let's begin. First one, what was your first Booktube video? It's great short novels from May of 2022. And I thought I would only mention 5. I think I mentioned at least 20 in the end. And my wife is always mocking me about this video. Go and watch it and you'll see why. I look rather sinister. I don't know what was going on with the lighting. And I also had a preposterous caterpillar mustache. Yeah, it wasn't the best in terms of the production values, but it did prove very popular and it got me started, which was the main thing. Number 2. How many books are you currently reading? Now, in a previous video, I said I usually just read 1 book at a time, but that's not true right now. I'm reading 4. I'm reading the Norton Anthology on the Middle Ages as part of a big reading project. And as part of that, I've broken off to read more of the Lay of Marie de France. And I have 2 editions of that I've been reading. There are 12 poems, so 24 in total there. And then the 4th one is Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. I started reading it in the last few days just for pure relaxation, and it's so exciting. I don't think even Kipling knows the heart of a boy and that boyish yearning for adventure quite like Robert Louis Stevenson does. He really knows how to get you really into his tales. It's wonderful. Okay, so top 3 books last year. This is really difficult because I was writing my thesis. So I was breaking away occasionally, being very naughty. And so I didn't read that many works of fiction. One I would definitely say was Tom Jones by Henry Fielding. I'm always referring back to this book, but it was just so brilliant. And it was 900 pages, so it gave me a great break from thesis writing. I also took a huge break to read all 2 million words of the Harry Potter series, yes, in about 3 weeks. And I did really enjoy them, actually. I shouldn't really say that, should I? I've blown all my serious literary credentials here. And then the 3rd one, I'm going to choose Little Dorrit by Dickens, which is possibly my favourite Dickens novel, maybe tied with Bleak House, but it's so unlike the other Dickens novels. It has a lot of it set in Europe, for example, and I really like those sequences in the Alps. And it has the Circumlocution Office, which is this rather Kafkaesque government bureaucracy, which is dedicated to doing nothing and doing it very slowly. And I also enjoy the love affair at the centre of that book. 4, how many books did you read last year? Again, with the thesis, that really complicates it. I don't think I can give a proper answer. Journal articles and academic books, at least 100, but you're not reading all of them. You're just searching through them, trying to find the stuff that's relevant to your research. So again, no, I can't really put an accurate number on that. The next page, oh, let me find it. I'll be right back. Okay, number 5. How many books did you give 5-star ratings to last year? And I think I've been through this before. You'll notice on my reviews, I never give any kind of rating. I'm more of the opinion that there are good books and bad books, books worth reading and books not worth reading. I do have a Goodreads account and it does invite you to put some stars on there. So sometimes I just hit whatever number just to get it going. But I don't really believe in rating works of art that way. Number 6, do you have a reading target for this year? Well, yes, I think I did mention it in a previous video. I'm starting my PhD and I wanted to fill in all the gaps in an undergraduate English literature majors reading, and so I'm using the Norton anthologies, which are what they base the teaching on here in Taiwan. And I've just checked and worked out there's about 10,000 pages of material to read through by February, and I've read 200 pages. So doing the maths, I think I've read 2%. It's more a case of just getting as far as I can with it. Of course, many hundreds of those pages I'll have already read. It will be Shakespeare plays I'm already familiar with, or Paradise Lost, or Blake, etc. So it's difficult to know the actual number I would need to read to finish all of that. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, how many pages are there in the books you're reading at the moment? Okay, so the Norton Anthology on the Middle Ages is 600 pages, and then Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson is 200 pages, and then the relevant sections of the books, the editions of the Lay of Marie de France, are about 180 pages each. It's about 1,000 pages there. Number 8, how long are your videos? Great question. Well, I try to keep the reviews to less than 10 minutes, although the Ivan Slow review was double that, but 20 minutes is my maximum. So it does depend on the kind of video that I'm making. Regular viewers of the channel will be well aware of that. Number 9, do you have a favorite number? Absolutely. And that number is 3. It's just such a useful number. Past, present, future, beginning, middle, end, text, author, reader. Whenever I'm doing any kind of analysis of a work of fiction, I'm always trying to find a way initially to break it into 3 parts. It is a magic number. And then the last one, number 10. Do you have a book on your shelves with a number in the title on the cover? Well, I'm not going to look on the cover of a few thousand books to find a number. I'm sure there are a few like that. So let's just keep to the title. I don't have a copy of The 1001 Nights here, rather surprisingly, but I do have The 39 Steps by John Buchan. I also have 1984 by George Orwell, but it's not in the title because I have this collected novels of Orwell edition. So there, I think I've answered all these questions. I've done my best. Hopefully my brain is something like back to normal. Regular viewers will be able to tell me in the comments. So I can just say my farewell and wish you a wonderful Tuesday. Be safe, be strong, and until the next time, Nanu Nanu.